Hello, this video is to help you with the day example program. And the idea is that I want to walk you through it. So if you're not sure, this is the first try it right in a while loop here on your own. So if you need help, you can watch this video all the way through, but I would be do the coding along with me. If you feel really comfortable, you can start watching the video and then finish the code on your own. Just whenever you're done, turn it in your turn in folder on Google Drive. Okay, so here we go. If you don't already have it done, make a chapter 4 programs folder. So do file new Java project and name it chapter 4 programs. And again, you can pause this video at any time so you can be doing this in your own version of Eclipse here. Once you have the chapter 4 programs folder, then you just want to create one called day example. So do a new class and just name it day example. All right, and move it to the next line, put our name on it. Okay, and if you want to pause here quick and do this in your own Eclipse again, and then do your public static void main string deal. All right, so here we go. So we're going to go public static void main string. Hopefully you're getting this memorized. Okay, and at the start of this program, again, the idea is we want to have the user enter a day using scanner, and then validate that it's actually a valid day 1 to 31, because months, you can't go past 31 days. So I'm going to make a scanner the way we've always done. Control Shift O to import. And then before we even do the loop, I'm going to ask him the first time. So I'm going to do system.out.println, say please enter the day of the month. It's going to go to the next line here. So I'm going to have to put a plus and then kind of keep going. Please enter the day of month. So say something, a value between 1 and 31. Okay, so that's what I really want him to do here, is to enter something between 1 and 31. I'm going to make sure that this is okay. So it's just saying, please enter a day of a month, a value between 1 and 31. So I think that's displaying okay. Maybe I want close this right here, and maybe it got a little bit extra spacing in there. So save it, make sure it looks good. Okay, so that's what we want. All right, so now we need to actually store what they enter the first time. I'm going to make a new int variable called day entered and set it equal to the next int that they enter. Okay, and so this is kind of just the initial thing that they enter. And now we want to do a while loop here while they didn't enter a valid amount. Okay, so it's kind of weird here because we have to do, we want to keep looping while they didn't enter something that's right? If they entered between 1 and 31, we're fine, we're done. But we want our while loop to check cases where they entered something invalid, and then we're going to basically do this code again. Right, so we're going to come in here and say, okay, if they didn't enter something valid, we're going to ask them to enter a valid day again, and just store it in the day entered variable. Okay, and so since we already created day entered up here, we don't need to recreate it here. We just need to change it to be the new value that they entered. Okay, so it's just repeating this code again and again until they enter something valid. Okay, so again, basically we want this to be while they entered something invalid. Okay, so an invalid day entered. Again, if you think you can get this, pause the video and try it on your own, but you're going to need to use like an OR statement here, basically saying if they entered something that's below 1 or greater than 31, then they entered something invalid. All right, so here you go. The idea is if they entered something that would be less than 1, that's no good. Or if the day they entered is greater than 31, then it's invalid. Then we want to keep looping over and over again until they have entered something that's good, something that is not less than 1 or greater than 31. All right, there'd be one more line here, just kind of saying thank you for entering something correct. So we would do maybe one more system.out.print that just says, thanks for entering a valid day. All right, and so we can kind of verify that this code is working right. So enter day of the month, and I'm going to mess it up this first time. So I'm going to enter huge number, say, nope, that's no good. I'm going to enter something less than 1. Nope, that's no good. Negative numbers, no good, no good. And it'll finally say okay if I enter something like the 15th, then I'll say, thanks for entering a valid day. All right, so hopefully you got this code done, and submit it in the Google Drive folder, in your turn-in folder. Just verify that it's done. And this one should help with, if you go to the programs for chapter 4, this should be really pretty similar to number 1 here. So once you've done with this video and have the day example complete, hopefully that'll help you create program 1 from chapter 4.